Hey guys, Bridget on here. Today I'm going to be talking about date night worthy fragrances. This is my favorite topic. It's not even like I go on dates like that, but I just love fragrances that have that really nice, sultry, sensual vibe, and these fragrances give me that, and they're perfect for whenever you find yourself going on a date. These are both men and women fragrances. We're going to start off in no particular order. Of course, we have to have Tom Ford in here, and this is Tom Ford's Shanghai Lily. So this is such a beautiful, sultry fragrance. I think the note of lily is such a beautiful, stunning, unique note. If you've ever smelt the note of lily or had lily flowers in your home, you know that lily gives off a distinct smell. So it has that unique DNA of lily. And then behind it is this nice smoky incensey vibe that I am in love with. It gives it this nice edge and chicness that I just adore. When I smell this, I automatically think of a little black dress and maybe some red lipstick. I think this is such a beautiful scent, especially for date night. I feel like you can wear this all year round. I don't know if Shanghai Lily is discontinued, but I hope not, because I feel like this is such a gem from the Tom Ford lineup. I feel like he has so many gems in his lineup for his private blends, but this right here, I definitely think women should own this fragrance within their collection. A great selection from the House of Tom Ford. Shanghai Lily won't be disappointed with this scent. It's beautiful, and I think it's really striking whenever somebody smells it. The next fragrance is a lovely, divine red rose fragrance, and this is from the House of Amouage, Lyric Man. Oh my goodness, you guys. If you haven't smelled this, you are so missing out. Oh my goodness. I love how deep, rich, and red this rose is. I love rose as a flower, as a fragrance note. I think it's so diverse. Like, all roses have their own unique smell. Like, white roses smell more fresh and light, pink roses smell more fruity and juicy, and then red roses so deep, seductive, and sultry. I just love that. And the way they did it in here, just incredible. Every time I smell this fragrance, I'm just lost for words because it smells so divine. So full, and just that rose is just so beautiful, you guys. The rose is so deep, red, and rich, and just brings so much dimension to this fragrance. It makes it so sultry and seductive and leaves you wanting more and more and more. And then there's a hint of freshness with bergamot. And then there's some other notes in here. I think there's a little bit of resinous notes and maybe some incensey notes in here. I'm not quite sure. But either way it goes, it's just beautifully well-rounded. It smells just divine. And to me, this is a unisex scent. It's marketed to men, but I feel like women can pull it off just as easy. So women, don't be afraid to try this out. And men, you need this in your collection. I highly suggest you test this out. Add it in. I don't think it smells overly feminine nor overly masculine. I just think it's right in the middle. It's perfect to me, and this is great for date night. This is great for your wedding day too. For a man, I think this is beautiful on a groom. Oh my goodness. Oh, this smells amazing, you guys. Get your nose on this so you can smell the magic that I'm talking about. It just smells divine. Now we have a Kayali fragrance. This is Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper 25. This is such a gorgeous scent. It's so sweet and syrupy. This is another rose scent that I adore. Like, this just puts a smile on my face. Rose and pink pepper are the two notes that I know out of this fragrance. And it almost smells like it has raspberry in here. There's something that's so syrupy and slightly juicy. It almost gives off a gourmand vibe slightly, but it's so gorgeous. I love that slightly spiciness that's going on in here. There may be a little saffron in here too. Don't quote me on these notes, but this is what I'm getting just smelling the cabinet. It smells so good, you guys. I wear this all the time. This is great. If you like Lancome's Oud Bouquet, then you'll fall in love with Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper 25. I think that it's a great alternative to Oud Bouquet. It doesn't smell exactly the same. I think Oud Bouquet is a little bit more heavy, more dark, whereas this is more light, and not light like it fades away pretty fast, but light is where it's not as deep in the nose. I don't think this has oud in here. It's more syrupy and jammy. And the rose is not so heavy. Like, this is a rose-based scent, but I feel like the rose in Lancome's Oud Bouquet is a little bit more darker and heavier, but this is more light and more youthful. This is like a youthful sister to Lancome's Oud Bouquet. This is a great fragrance, has great longevity, great sillage, and I think this is great for date night, especially if you find yourself falling in love. I think this is so romantic and will leave such a mark on whoever you're with. Like, they're just gonna be like, oh my goodness, she smells so good. So for all my ladies out there, check out this fragrance, and I recommend that you get a 100ml bottle just to get it over with. And I'm pretty sure that I'm halfway through this fragrance, and I've only had it for what, maybe about 4 to 5 months. Yeah, this is a great fragrance, and I'll definitely repurchase once I'm finished with this bottle. Next, I have a sample from Micallef, and this is Secrets of Love Delice. Hopefully I said that right. But guys, I'm so happy I got a sample of this. Oh my goodness, this smells amazing. And I only have like a tiny, tiny drop left. Guys, this smells so good. Unisex fragrance for sure. And I want to look up the notes for this because I just feel like this is so divine. This is heavenly in my nose. So on Micallef's website, this is described as oriental woody, top notes of orange and nutmeg, middle notes of rose and cinnamon, base notes of oud and vanilla. Guys, let's just stop right here. This is amazing. This is so good, you guys. I love this. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it down because this is so good. Guys, this fragrance is just sensuality in a bottle. Those notes of nutmeg and cinnamon really make this fragrance stand out. And I've heard that there's plum in here. They didn't say that on the website, but I believe I read on Fragrantica, and sometimes Fragrantica is wrong, but like it smells like there is plum in this fragrance. I can definitely see why on Fragrantica they put that there's plum in this fragrance, because once it dries down, you do get a nice juicy dark note, and it does resemble plum. And then the spices on top of that just make it so magical, and the vanilla, and then the woody notes, everything just blends together so beautifully. This fragrance is absolutely full bottle worthy. I want a full bottle in my life because sheesh, the way this fragrance makes me feel is just so sexy. I love it. And to me, this fragrance will smell divine on a man as well. I would love to smell this on a guy. I think this fragrance is so delicious and inviting and just sexy. Definitely a date night worthy fragrance, and it lasts so long, you guys. This has amazing longevity, amazing sillage. You're not gonna be disappointed with this fragrance. It's a goodie. So I have another Kayali fragrance in this lineup, and this is Invite Only Amber 23. This is a goodie. This smells like a Middle Eastern dessert. It's super sensual, super intimate. It just smells really good. There's tobacco, there's cherry, there's honey, there's amber. I think there's oud in this one too. And all these notes come together so beautifully in this fragrance. And it smells slightly gourmand. It's a gorgeous scent, and I think a man can pull this one off too. It's not overly sweet. It's just right, you guys. It's just right. It smells amazing. I want to spray this down too. I love the Mr. On Kayali fragrances. They're so fine and pretty. I love this. This is so beautiful, and that cherry note is so deep and rich in here too. So if you love cherry, you'll love this fragrance as well. Then the honey on top of it just makes it really smooth. I love this. Great fragrance. Definitely check it out. It's so good. Next is another sample I've acquired, and this is from Plume Impressions Dualite Magnifique. So it comes in this little bag. Guys, this fragrance is amazing. Oh my gosh, when I first smelled it, I fell in love, like automatically. I have to spray this one down too. I'm gonna smell like so many different things, and that's just the usual for me. Guys, immediately, I'm gonna give this some time to dry, but immediately I just wrote down my thoughts on this card. I just put date night worthy A+. Ooh, already, that smells so good, you guys. So just off that opening, you do get a nice bright opening. You do get some suediness, some leathery vibes going on. Ooh, and as I bring it up to my nose, it smells really good. I'm gonna look up the notes for you guys. So I just wanna read off a few of the notes because I didn't know what was in this fragrance really. So there's saffron, there's davana, there's rose, there's archegula wood, there's cypriot oil, there's argar wood, suede, and amber. So now that it's drying down, in the opening you get a really nice bright mossy vibe. And a little bit of suede leatheriness going on too. And as it dries down, the floral note starts to come up, but it's not overbearing to where the woody notes are just fading off. It's a nice balance. And this fragrance is really gonna make a statement when you wear it. This is definitely gonna turn heads. Most people are never gonna smell anything like this, so when you're wearing this, be confident. And one thing too, I never heard of archegula wood, so I had to look it up. And it belongs to the group of woods and moss. And you do get that in this fragrance because it does smell quite green and mossy and woody in the opening. I think this is a beautiful unisex scent, perfect for date night, and you have to be confident wearing this because this is going to make a statement. Really gorgeous scent that would really entice people to wonder, what are you wearing? And if you're worried about the leather notes in here, it's not bad at all and it's not overpowering. It really just gives it a nice oomph and gives it a little bit more of a mysterious vibe. Great fragrance, guys. I've never heard of Plume impressions, but they definitely made an impression on me with this fragrance. So this is Dualite Magnifique. Great fragrance, you guys. I highly recommend it. Okay, so we're gonna jump to one of my favorites, which I talk about all the time. And this is MFK's Oud Satin Oud Extrite version. Guys, you know, if you know, you know. Wow. Every time I smell this fragrance, it blows me away like the first. Great oud rose combo that has almost like this chamomile calming effect on me. This is a magnificent blend that lasts eternally on your skin. You will get reactions when you smell this fragrance, I promise you that. That is something I can guarantee. This fragrance doesn't disappoint. Oh my gosh. So good. Definitely a unisex scent. And just polarizing. I love this, you guys. I love it so much. If you haven't smelled it, get a sample. Wonderful fragrance. It's definitely worth the money. And it's just a showstopper. Great for date nights and great to make a lasting impression on somebody. Next, we have another gem. And this is a sample I got from Guerlain Paris. This is Santel Royale. This is a gem, you guys. This is such a beautiful fragrance. I'm so happy I got a sample because now I want a full bottle. So this is not for the faint of heart. This is not for somebody who's just getting into fragrance. This fragrance is for the fragrance addict who's looking for something unique and something that is just going to ignite their senses. And this is definitely it. Guys, with this fragrance, I've learned how to appreciate the opening. At first, when I smelled this fragrance, I was like, okay, what is this? But then I gave myself some time. Like, you know what? I know with these type of fragrances, you have to give yourself time. You can't just judge it right off the bat. So with this, the opening is really leathery, like a dry leather. And then that fades away. The next opens up a beautiful bouquet of jasmine and some roses. Guys, this is so gorgeous. And I believe that there's patchouli in here. There's oud. This is a masterpiece. Wow. If you're looking for something that smells very Middle Eastern, look no further. Santel Royale is definitely it. This is such a beautiful scent and I recommend giving yourself some time to let it develop. To me, this is a very complex fragrance and it has layers. You can't just think that you're gonna love it right off just initially smelling it. You have to just let it develop on your skin for about an hour or two, and that's when you can tell if you really love it. But to me, this is a masterpiece. I definitely want a full bottle, and to me, you have to be dressed up when you're wearing this fragrance too. This is not just a plain casual fragrance, no darling. You're definitely gonna want to be dressed up when you're wearing this in your best clothes because it gives off a royal vibe with it too. Like, it's in the name, Santal Royale, so. And even for a man too, I feel like this is definitely a unisex scent. Men can easily pull this off. Men, don't be afraid of this fragrance either. It's definitely unisex. Definitely be dressed the part whenever you're wearing this fragrance because it will make an impression, and I think it'll be great for date night. So I have another Tom Ford in this lineup, and of course this Noir de Noir. I've talked about this fragrance before, but of course I have to talk about it again because it's so gorgeous, you guys. A beautiful deep red rose chocolatey wine scent. It smells fantastic, definitely a unisex scent. Guys, I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed with Noir de Noir. This performs pretty well. It has great sillage and it smells amazing. Like your date is gonna be all over you. And this next one is from the House of Vinicio. And this is Atomic Rose. You heard me talk about this one before. Gorgeous, seductive, bewitching scent. Very intoxicating and very sexy. Like this will attract anybody. When you spray this on you, heads will turn. Heads will definitely turn. Great sillage, great longevity. It's just a great fragrance overall. It smells like a nice fizzy champagne-y rose. Not overly sweet, not too jammy, but just right. Great fragrance, definitely a date night worthy scent that would get you a lot of attention. In this lineup, would it be complete without MFK's Gran Soir? Are you kidding me? This scent is gorgeous. On my skin, the dry down comes to a complete ambery, vanillic, boozy scent, which I love. And it has great longevity, great sillage. You know, with MFK, you're getting all the good stuff. Great scent and definitely unisex. Men, listen to me now. This scent, you will want this in your collection. This is a gem. This is gold in your fragrance collection. Get it. You don't know what you're missing until you have this in your collection. This is just ambery goodness. And here we have the last fragrance on this lineup, and this is Tiziana Terenzi's Gold Rose Oud. This is a great scent, you guys. I will never get tired of the rose oud combo. To me, this fragrance does smell luminescent. You do get that really golden hue when you're smelling this fragrance. This is really long lasting. This is loud. Oh my goodness, you guys. This is a really loud fragrance. It gives off so much sillage, so you won't be disappointed with that. But it smells very golden. That's the best way I can describe it. But go easy on the trigger when you wear this because this will take over an entire room. This is a magical scent that oozes sophistication and elegance. So guys, that is it in my date night worthy collection. I hope you guys enjoyed and found some gems for yourself. Guys, let me know what your favorite date night scents are in the comment section below. And as always, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, you guys.